Hi Sophie, I want to talk about these pictures that show a lot of things that maybe can be a problem in our life because they are too noisy. In the first, I see an airplane flying over the houses and trees, but it I think it's too noisy because if you live near an airport or if you are staying in a hotel near an airport, you don't know at what time it's going to pass, and if you are sleeping or if you are trying to study, you can't.
Yes, I know, and I think the turbines of the airplane make too much noise. And if if you if you live near the airport, I think that the persons that live there get mad because I think they desperate about the noise and they can do nothing about. And then in the second picture, I see two persons, a man shouting to a woman, and I think the other person is don't want to hear them because I think that the persons who are fighting or the neighborhoods you have and they were fighting like this, you doesn't want to hear his fights.
Yes, maybe they are a couple and they are shouting all the time, and I don't know if the other person in the picture is a family member of the couple or is a neighborhood, but yes, it seems very
Stressed.
disagree or stressful. But if well, it's complicated to live in a place that have a lot of neighbors and there are only a wall that separates the house to house, and you are listening all the time what they are doing. Well, in the third picture, I see maybe a nightclub or a house, I don't know, that is with a lot of music, and it seems that it's too nice to have the noise. But it's difficult because if you live near a nightclub or for example, with teenagers neighbors, all the time they have music, and if you don't want to hear them, you can't, because if you want to go out, you can go out, but it's difficult to go out at 3 of the morning or I don't know.
Yes, I know. I think you can do anything because they have also his his own parties, his own personal things to do, and if they want to put the music too loud and you don't want, I think they you can do anything to stop it. And the next picture I see a lot of traffic, and I think that all the cars when is traffic stressed and start honking a lot, and everyone wants to leave to another place, so they make a lot of noise, and but they know that they can do anything, they can fly and go to another place.
Yes, I see that there is a lot of cars, taxis, buses, and there are maybe in the center of the city, like in all the parts of the world, they are always have traffic, but it's a very desesperating situation because they they didn't have the red or the green light, and they are shouting and honking, and it's not good. They are very stressful. In the other picture, that maybe is the reason of the traffic, they are workers and they have too nice with the machine that they use because they are like broken the floor, I don't know, but it's too noisy.
Yes, I think that when the workers decide to fix the street or to do something of that, I think they make a lot of noise and they do it in the better time. So
I
there
also
are a lot
agree
of
with that. Always well, in Mexico they do at the time that all the citizens are passing over there, and then they make a lot of
yes,
traffic.
yes, that's what I said. I said that I think that they doesn't have the time that they choose the wrong time to do that. And in the other picture, I see that maybe it's a couple that is talking, but in the other side, it's a man talking, phoning, and he is screaming. I think that everyone, most of the adults, doesn't hear doesn't hear what the other person is saying, and they scream and obviously make too much noise, and the other persons get mad.
Well, I think they are having a dinner, a couple, but in the other table, like you say, are someone else that is shouting in the phone. But a lot of time, I think that it's better to go out to the restaurant or the place that you're staying to can talk and can't interrupt the other, because it's very stressful that you are having a good moment and someone go and interrupt it. Well, in the last image, there are like
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a baby crying.
I think that it's like an alarm, like when it's a fire problem or something like that. Uh, like when
Like
you do a lot of noise and the alarm
sounds.
put on, like if someone is trying to enter to the house or the building and the alarm sounds all the time until the police comes. Maybe I think that it's that, but I don't know.
If it's that, I think that it's too noisy. That if you are sleeping and then the alarm sounds too loud, and everyone gets scared because everyone doesn't know what is happening. But also, I think that it could be a baby crying, because I think all the babies get up too early, and everyone get mad because they they listen to his crying, and it's too noisy also.
Yes, and what do you think that is the picture that is the biggest problem?
I think that the workers know.
Well, for me, I think that the most stressful situation is when you live near our neighbors that always are sharing, because only it's stressful, but it's embarrassing when you see your neighbors in the street and they are like, "Hi," like it doesn't matter all the things that they are doing, but I don't know.
I think that the workers, because they choose the wrong time to do the things, and they make too much noise, and they make that the city were crazy, and everyone is were stressful, and everyone was honking, and they make too much traffic, and it's it's too crazy, and it's too everyone get mad because of that.
Well, for the question below, I see this sounds interesting. That we say some sounds are nice to listen. What kind of sounds do you like? For example, for me, if I were living in front of a nightclub, if I have neighbors that always are doing noise, But with music, I don't know. I don't think that it's bad. I like it. Sometimes it can be better to you that you don't feel alone, or I don't know.
And sometimes you want to go to the party there. And well, I think also for me, the sound of the airplane, of the turbines of the airplane, it doesn't matter because for me, I don't get mad because of that sound.
Um, well, the other question that I want to select is, what would you do if you had noisy neighbors?
I think we can do nothing. I think we can talk about to our neighbors and we can say that there are time for everything and you can make noise if you are going to have a party, but no every Friday or no every Saturday that make the other neighborhoods start getting mad.
Yes, for example, for me, if I had neighbors like in the second picture that always they were shouting, I think you can't say anything because if you say something, you're accepting that you are hearing them, and maybe it's better to respect them because in front of everything, the house of the house is a house, and you can go and say you can do this because you are they aren't paying for you to live there, or they aren't paying for you to be quiet or something like that. They are only neighbors and they are people like us.
Yes, I know.